Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness and Entertainment in Color for our live review of Love Island, Season 8 of the UK, Episode 10, with my amazing co host, Tamika. How are you today, Tamika?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm also playing an online reality game right now, so an org, and it's an org where I played a season before, and the season before it was really a toxic season. Actually, it was like it was what are they called, an alias game, so we all went in playing as somebody else, like a special character from a TV show or a movie, and I ended up coming in second, but it was a very traumatic experience. So I was invited back to play All Stars. So I haven't played with some of these people in a year and a half. It was
Wow.
fall of 21, no, fall of 2020 when I played my first game. So I said, okay, I'm going to come back in it for All Stars, suck it up. And we were playing a challenge all from yesterday until now. And so, but we won our challenge.
Yay.
I'm happy that we've been playing for a while now. It's been like about almost 2 weeks. And so we've gone from 35 players down to 24, and then we just won. So they're going to go down to 22. So I'm in top 22. I just want to at least make the merge, being a finalist. You always want to at least, I want to get to the podium again and win, but I'll take the merge. And so that's kind of what's been going on for me, is that we're playing night moves, which you might have seen before in other reality games where you have to move in an L shape, like a knight from chess. And
Okay.
so I was just like, I had a whiteboard and I was furiously doing everybody's moves. And like, I was really, really invested on making us win, because we just were a newly swapped tribe. I didn't want any of us to go home. I wanted us more time to get to know each other. And on my previous tribe, we won almost all challenges except for one, where it was like they were giving away only one immunity out of 5, and we came second. So I'm not used to losing this game at all. So it was really satisfying to know that I didn't have to lose. And so I'm feeling good, because I've been putting a lot of effort in winning that challenge.
Good.
Well, that's a little bit about me. You're like, oh, I didn't really think that you're going to go and talk about that long about
I
that.
didn't even know that that's something you did, actually.
I've played quite a few online reality games. You know that I love Big Brother and I love the challenge and all these types of competitive reality shows. And so in 2018, I think it was, I learned that somebody in Toronto was
Mhm.
putting on like a live Big Brother over a weekend. And so I
Okay.
went and played, and then I played their All Stars version, and then I played I did another game where I came back and played as like I came in third the time before. So I definitely started doing that. And then I learned about one online. And so I played an online Big Brother and I won that game. And then I played the same game, but I came back as All Stars and I came second that game, because I gave my friend the win, because I'm like, you deserve the win. So just say, I got to put it out there that like, if I'd taken somebody else to the final 2, I would have won the game. But we don't need to say that, right? Just kidding. So yes, I've played a lot. I've played Survivor online. I played a few Big Brothers. This one is a Survivor style game.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, it's Survivor style, but with like it's so complicated, because like everybody that I'm playing with is like 20, right? And so like, and I'm playing as Cher Horowitz from Clueless. That's my avatar, like my alias.
Oh,
And
wow.
so like that's who they think I am, even though now because it's an all-stars game, like they know who I am, or like we don't have to hide our true personalities or
Oh,
true.
wow. So you played it originally like the circle?
Kind of, yeah. Everybody was an alias, so I had no idea who anybody was. And my biggest adversary, like I loathe this person, I ended up knowing them in real life. I'd played another game with them, and we were aligned in the past. And so I was like, I can't believe that. So now that guy came back again, and he's playing again as himself, as his old alias. And we were all on the same tribe together. So all the people that I hated from my first game, we all ended up on the same
But
tribe
that's
together.
Survivor. That's like Survivor, though, right?
So annoying. So all okay. So there was, I think, 9 of us from our original season that came back to play, and
Mhm.
6 of us were all the same tribe. And I'm like, oh my God, we can't lose. Plus one other person. So we were 5 tribes of 7.
Mhm.
And the one other person was like, we ended up losing when we only had 1 immunity out of and 4 people were going to tribal, and so we voted out that one person that wasn't
Mhm.
from our original season, and then we just swapped.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, I can't believe I have to play with these people again, but now we're separated. I'm playing with people that I like, making new friends, winning some more immunities. Like, it's good. But yes, I do play, and if you ever want to play, people ask me to play games all the time. So
Wow.
if you're ever interested in playing one of these games, I can hook you up because there's a lot of them going around, and yeah, people ask me a lot. So,
Wow.
so that's not what we're here to talk about today at all. But I guess I haven't really talked about what's going on in my life in a while. So that's me. But you said that there is some breaking news today. What is happening?
So breaking news. The incomparable, and I like him, but I know you're not a fan. Matthew Hoffman
Oh,
from Love Island USA will not be returning as narrator on the new season of Love Island.
whoa.
He just put out a statement 3 hours ago um, that says previously on Love Island, Matthew had the time of his life as the narrator and is now passing the mic in a network revamp to my Love Island USA at CBS TV and at ITV America families. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for this unbelievable ride. To fans, where do I even start? Thank you for welcoming me into your homes, over 100 episodes, making you laugh, surprising you at bachelorette parties, and even narrating a super fan's wedding entrance. It has been the biggest thrill. Thank you for your love, support, and messages for over the years, and it has meant the world. I am wishing the entire Love Island team nothing but the best in this new chapter, and may Love Island continue to bring joy to so many for endless seasons to come. From a padded, windowless booth with unfathomable gratitude, your narrator is signing off. XX Matthew.
Wow. Now, do we know who is going to be his predecessor? Is that what it is? Or is
Uh,
that what it's
no,
called?
he's the
So
predecessor.
who's
Um,
after him? I don't know what that's
yeah,
called.
I forget what it's called too. I don't. I follow the Love Island.
So have they? You don't think they have announced it yet?
No, and I don't know if they even said whether or not Ariel is coming. But I hope they don't lose that Ariel.
I like Ariel. I'm growing on. She's growing on me.
But no,
Hi,
no.
Luna. Thanks for being here. Well, that is some tea for sure. Thank
Yeah.
you, Tamika. I mean, not that I want anybody to lose their job. I just didn't find his humor funny.
Hmm.
I wonder what they are planning on doing and why they are making this change. I know that they're going over to Peacock, or is it Paramount Plus?
Peacock.
Going over to Peacock, and
Oh, you can't see it.
so
It looks like water.
wait, what?
I was trying to show you my phone where it
Oh,
says
oh,
Peacock.
is
It
there
looks like
green?
water.
If it's green, it's gonna go green, I think.
Yes.
Hi, ladies. Ian Sterling is the new announcer. No, 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 really?
No,
No, you're lying.
I hope not.
Really?
Really? What? No.
Whoa.
I hope not.
I
I
mean,
really can't stand it.
I love Ian Sterling.
I can't stand him.
He's, I think, funnier than Matthew Hoffman. I wonder how he will do with Americans. Um, oh my goodness, are you kidding me, Danita? That is wild, and so it's also really relevant for this little chat that we're having since we're talking about Love Island UK today.
Oh, it was announced. I didn't realize it was announced. I just
Hi.
couldn't.
I can't come to the phone right now because basically I'm far too important. Because I've just been booked to do Love Island USA. Yes, I, Ian Sterling, will be doing the voiceover for brand new Love Island USA exclusively on Peacock, streaming all summer long, or until America decides it can't understand a word I'm saying. So get your sun cream, your shades, and your Google Translate ready, because I'm on my way. It's going to be a long, hot, and very sexy American summer.
I have to say, I think that's a good move. I think that they're trying to get UK eyeballs onto that series.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
so
think
so it was on it. I thought they was just promoting the show. I didn't hear it. Like you had to listen to it to know what it was saying.
wow. I think it's a good move for them though to expand their audience
Yeah.
cuz I know that you didn't agree, but I felt that one of the reasons why I did not enjoy the US season as much was because I vibed so much with Ian Sterling and I felt that he was like a character almost and like I wanted to know who he was going to be making fun of. Like you know what I mean? Like I just bonded with him, but I've also spent more time with him cuz I've watched every season that he's been on. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of used to his voice and his flavor. So I'd already had watched 4 seasons before with Ian Sterling, and then season 1 of the US started. And so I was like, this isn't good. I've already seen like, I don't know how many, like 60 episodes each. I've already seen like 300 episodes of Ian Sterling, or no, maybe less than that. Like 280. I don't know. A lot of episodes with him. And yeah, he's what I think of when I think of the commentator.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Sorry, 240 episodes ish, I guess. If there's 40 per season. There's more than 40 though. So maybe if there's 50, so 300. I don't know. How many seasons? 1, 2, 3,
And I
4. No,
really hope
240. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hope his wife does not come to the series.
No, 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 no. No. The buck stops there. I don't want them to be a package deal because she's what I think is making the UK season not as enjoyable. So
I can't stand her. So like I refuse right now to watch After Sun. I think she's terrible. I wish they would get a new host at least for that. If you're gonna have her on the main show, fine, but I don't feel like she needs to be the After Sun host.
I feel yeah. Maybe make it another a previous Islander.
I agree. I would take a previous Islander. Absolutely.
There's some that are so
Priscilla is
good.
really good.
Who?
Priscilla. Mike and Priscilla.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good. She's presented a few different award shows over there. She looks good. Who else?
I was also
Moira
thinking.
has done it.
No, I don't want Moira. She's too much for me. Like she's everywhere. I was thinking you haven't seen season 2, but I really liked. Man, what's their names right now? Cara. So Carla Delevingne, she's just kind of silly and funny and kind of goofy, and they have a love story that worked, and they have 2 children now, and so I wouldn't mind seeing them host just because she's really funny and he's also quite funny, and so yeah, I think they should maybe give that to somebody from the franchise that just found love, maybe. All right, well, let's talk about episode 10, though. There's quite a bit that went down in this episode. I'm very curious of your opinions of the 2 new lads, these 2 new boys that have entered the villa. Luca's nervous, saying things like no one is safe. But he feels fine. He doesn't feel threatened at all. He's relaxed. What do you think about his response to these 2 new guys coming into the villa?
I appreciate his response. I don't want him scrambling. I think if he's going to do something, he should do it because he means it. Because I think we're at the point is you do it if you mean it so that you guys can actually continue, because otherwise he's going to break her heart.
Right. We'll see. I love though when the new guys are talking to the girls and they're saying about Davide. I think it was Remy that said it. So he's all muscles, no chat. And I was like, he's all muscles, no chat. Like he is so dry. Like, give me something interesting. And if you're not going to give me a coffee, Davide, like give me something interesting. Because at least if you bring him bring a coffee, you'd have to be like, hey, I'm Italian. I bring you a nice espresso. I love coffee. And at least, there's something going on there. But like, you're not even bringing a coffee. All you got is your muscles. Like and an accent.
Yeah, I definitely agreed with Jay. I don't know if Jay should have said it.
All muscles, no chat? Say yeah. I would say that. He's trying to
Yeah.
understand what's going on in the dynamics,
He definitely seemed to have the cut of what was going on. I don't know. I kind of found both of them to be a bit of a game player in their conversations. I know it's a game.
And they're also coming in as bombshells. So I'm sure that the producers are like, you have to go, if you want to stay on the show, you need to see where the cracks are, make
Right.
your move, and pick somebody that is going to want to keep you.
Yeah. So I just didn't like some of the I just didn't like some of the statements, but they seemed like Jay handsome.
How did you
He,
like his rapping? Because when the guys came over, they asked him to rap for a second.
Jay or Remy?
Sorry, Remy. I keep on thinking, honestly, Remy looks like a J to me.
So
He
well,
looks,
India couldn't remember his name, which I thought was hilarious.
I thought Reggie.
Uh, I was like, ooh, that's terrible. I don't know. I didn't. It's not memorable to me. I don't even remember him doing it. So.
I mean, I thought it was funny, like, cause I do like the sound of Brits rapping. They
Mm-hmm.
have like a like their like cadence is like it's kind of sexy, you know what I mean? And so I do like the sound of Brit rap. I don't know if there's a name for it, but so he kind of messed up a little bit. He couldn't remember his flow or his bars, but he sounds good. Like he sounds okay. I've definitely heard worse rappers. My brother was producing like hip hop from like we were in high school, and like all I remember just hearing the beats in the basement all night long, and people, all like every one of his friends coming in and rapping. Like I hated it. So this was a lot better than some of my brother's friends when we were in high school.
Well, I mean, if he could do it off the fly, that's good. But like I don't remember it, which is funny. But that I didn't remember him actually
It
doing.
was it was right before Jack and Jay.
Got into the argument. I don't remember really listening to the argument either because I was like, "What is this about?" Like,
yeah, I didn't write down what the argument is about. I just said that they had a little bit of friction, and it seemed to be recognized by other people in the villa that they, are kind of competing or something. Yeah, he says like, "Oh, you're a little bit small for a rugby player." Woo.
I mean, he was
Ouch.
kind of. I was surprised he was a rugby player too. He does seem very short. Not short, smaller in stature than I've seen rugby players be. Well,
Yes.
he looks more of a soccer player than a rugby
Wait,
player.
we keep on saying rugby. That's true. Like, and I'm thinking soccer this whole time. I'm like, he's kind
Oh
of a
no,
soccer player. No,
no,
now I realize that I've been thinking soccer every time we've been talking about rugby.
yeah, he looks more like because he looks more like a soccer player.
And is Gemma's dad a soccer player or a rugby player?
I
Football or rugby? Sorry.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't even know.
Interesting. Yeah, I keep on saying rugby, but I was thinking in my head football. Wow. Wow. So Jay pulls Tasha over for a chat. She tells him that they went to the hideaway the night before, but they still,
Soccer.
Is that her dad?
Yeah, soccer.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Maybe that's why when they were like bonding over sports, I just assumed that it was the same thing.
Same sport. Mm-hmm.
So Tasha though doesn't close the door. She's kind of like, yeah, we went to the hideaway, but I'm still open to getting to know people. I'm like, oh. Usually those hideaways, that means that you're locked in as a couple, but I'm just saying. Remy pulls India for the chat, and he immediately says, and this is what I like about him, and I know that he's coming in as a bombshell and he wants to make a good impression, but he says right away that like, I came in here and I had my eye on you. And so, like, yes, it might be like, oh, I had my eye on you because I feel like you're in the weakest relationship, maybe. But he seemed to want to make her feel good, and if I just appreciate that. I appreciate that he's at least complimenting her and making her feel special and feel wanted, which is not a usual feeling that most of the Black women have on these shows.
Right.
Yeah,
I do appreciate that India was at least in the conversation. Whether I believe he's telling the truth is another story.
Sure, but I'm happy that I'm happy that she's getting a little bit of attention. I think it's good for her. I think it's good for if her and Ikenna are supposed to be something more. I think it's good for that. So I think the whole dynamic is good for her storyline, and so I'm happy about that.
I agree.
But yeah, she's like, "Oh, you're a good-looking boy," and I tell you though, I was a little bit smitten with the fact that he's a little bit cheeky, you know, and I had a feeling that she was going to be endeared by that, or like even though he was younger, like she's like, "Oh, but you still have a little bit of cheeky chat," so I feel like Ikenna could be in danger here. We'll see tomorrow. So Ikensu and Jay also has a chat, and she is just like she wants another guy. Like she's not being subtle at all. She's into Jay for sure. And I think that she's into Jay because of the age, he's into finance, and he's also Italian snack. What are your thoughts? I know you don't particularly enjoy Ikensu.
No. I mean, I agreed with. I know people are probably. I haven't read the comments because I watched it on the way home, but I agreed with her strategy here.
Yeah,
I think he's a hot guy. He's in her age range. I think he is a good catch for her. So go hard or go home. Either Davide is going to step it up, or I got a new man. So I could definitely appreciate her going after what she wants. Do I think maybe she should have had a conversation with Davide before some of the stuff that happened on the date? Absolutely. Because it seemed like Jay is the one that stopped certain things from happening. And she was like, yeah, you're right.
Kinsu. Well, you know what though? She doesn't make the show boring. So.
Oh no! I absolutely appreciate Akinsu's presence. I tell you, she's going to be the character I'm going to probably love to hate for the rest of the season.
For sure. Hi, CJ. So CJ asks, please, will you be reviewing Love Island USA on Peacock in July? Yes, we will be. So I know there's going to be a bit of an overlap. I'm realizing it's probably because they want to channel some of the Love Island UK fans onto Peacock. So there's going to be probably a couple weeks where both would be playing, maybe simultaneously. So maybe this will be on in the UK at this usual time. And then the Peacock show would be maybe on at 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern. And so I think that that's kind of what they were planning on doing, because we learned that Ian Sterling, the narrator for the UK version, is going to be moving over to the USA version. So I think that's why, because remember last year we were so annoyed that almost the entire show was at the same time as like each other. Yeah. And so I'm happy that at least we have 6 weeks of one, and then there'll be maybe 2 weeks of overlap, and then we'll just be on to one again. I'm happy about that. So yes, we will be. We'll go live after the episode, most likely. So 10 p.m. Eastern if it airs at 9.
Yeah.
I think this possible connection with Remy will put some pep in Ikenna's step if he really wants to keep India.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Good.
I absolutely feel that way.
Better because he's a little bit too relaxed for me. You know, come on, a little bit too relaxed. I was surprised though, Amber and Remy. So when they were talking, she's like, "You're a bit young," but he does have some confidence. I had to say, like, he doesn't come across as extremely young. Like Liam and him are the same age. He comes off as way older than Liam, to me.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess I could see that. I think I'll have to see a little bit more how it plays out in order to say for sure that I think he is not a Liam. Because I feel like when Liam came on the show, he seemed to be more mature, and then he went to Casa Amor and let.
I'm talking about Liam this season. You forgot about him already.
Oh, this season, Liam. I thought you were meaning last season.
No.
Liam.
No. This season, Liam already gone, self-evicted, like young guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I could see that.
I think the other Liam so far seems like he's more mature. I don't know what these ages was though. So we see Jax sitting with Gemma, and they talk about how they're comfortable together because, well, he says it in his confessional anyways, because they dated for a year. So if they dated a year and a half ago, so they dated when when she's 16, they started dating, and
16,
he would have
17,
been
yeah.
what, 21? He's 5 years older than her, or was it 4?
Oh, would he have been 21?
20 maybe. How old is he
I don't know.
now?
Yeah. I don't
Is
know.
he 24 now or
Let me look.
23?
Let me look.
If he's 23, then I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah, if he was like 21,
He would have been 20 probably when she was 16. Still a little bit
I can
wide, but it's okay. They could be in high school at the same time.
Right. He's 23.
Okay, that's better. So 4 years.
So 4 years. So then that's like a high school, like they could have met in high school.
Yeah, so it's not too far.
I give leeway when we're in that spacing because
Yeah.
you literally could meet a freshman and a senior and date, and then they go off to college and they're still dating, and it
Exactly.
happens. I will give a leeway for that, but I think
For
that
sure.
age range between her and Davide was too wide, too wide, too wide.
Too wide. Way too wide, too wide, too wide. So I don't understand though why Gemma, like, keeps on sitting with Jax. Like, I get it. You guys are comfortable with each other. You dated for a while. He's comfortable with your family, and so like the chat is really easy. But if you're both saying that you're not interested in getting back together, why are you spending all your time where you could be getting to know somebody else with each other?
I'm glad we're off Gemma Island, but this entire dynamic makes no sense. And meanwhile, Luca, because nobody was entertaining Gemma, he thinks he's all good. But I'm like, boy, especially if Remy gets Paige, I think Jack is going to steal your girl.
Ooh, you think? You think he's going to come back for his ex-girlfriend? I mean, if he doesn't have anybody in the villa, they probably would be like, hey, like, if we're on together, like, and we need someone to partner up with, let's stay together and like have that be our story of us getting back together and going to the end and winning or whatever.
Exactly. And to me, Luca and her relationship, while yes, age, they seem to have chemistry when they started it, but they're not good together.
No. I mean, I think it's because she's not that great of she's not that interesting of a partner, I find. And I think she makes him boring.
But also that thing like he was doing with her, where he was like pushing her back again. I don't know what that was about yesterday.
I think he's just like, when you first start dating someone and you're just like getting comfortable like touching them, So I think that they're just like, he's just being comfortable in proximity to her. I don't think it was anything specific personally, but I don't know exactly what he was doing, but I think he was just like,
it was weird.
Being
I was
silly.
like, what is that about?
Nothing specific, I don't think. But of course, Luca is annoyed by Jax being here, and he doesn't hate Jax as a person, but like he doesn't want him to be in the villa anymore because he is affecting his relationship with Gemma. And like, I would be annoyed too, but that part is definitely the game in the show. So like, just you gotta pick up your fucking, I don't know, shoes, your bootstraps, and go and get your girl, like, instead of complaining about it. But the problem is, I think he's not that into her. Like, he is into her, like he's like has like hard eyes and he's like wants to be with her, but I don't think he's actually into her. I think it's a little bit more of a prize thing, or like I want to have her on my arm. I want her to be, who's mine. I just don't, because I don't see the spark really between them. I see that he really like wants to be with her, but I don't know if they're meant to be together,
Yeah.
But he probably is going to stick with her because he doesn't want to look like he lost or failed.
Pretty much. He's got to figure out something different, because I don't think this relationship ain't lasting.
No, and he's complaining to Tasha and Davide about this, and I'm like, if you keep on complaining about stuff like this, it balloons, and B, it makes more things happen. Like I believe in the power of thoughts and the power of like creating your reality. And if you think that they're going to get back together or they're going to, be what ruins your relationship, and that's what you continues to focus on, what you focus on expands, and more things are going to happen to really corroborate that belief. And I am agreeing with you 100%. I do think now that maybe Jax is gonna take his girl back. I think they might have had a plan coming in here.
I agree.
So before bed, we see Davide talking with the other guys, and they're all talking about like making coffees and teas for the girls in the morning. And Davide doesn't know whether he's going to do that or not. What's his problem?
He gotta go. I'm done with
He's gotta
him.
go. I'm done. Me too.
When he said that, he's like, "I'll think about it."
Yeah, think at home.
I'm
Think
like,
about it at home. Think about what you should have done when you're at home.
right? Like, bye then. Like that's the least you could do. Like, that's bare minimum. What are you talking about? I'll think about it. So she's supposed to sit around while everybody else is getting coffee, and she's supposed to make it herself.
He's I don't know what his problem is. It's irritating. Hi, Jess. So Jessica says, I agree. I think Luca looks at Gemma as something to conquer, as someone to flaunt on his arm. Exactly. With like also social clout in the real world. I think that it's all about the trophy. So I was irritated, obviously, by Davide. Like, bring her a damn coffee or get off the show.
Basically. It was such a weird statement. Like, do you want people to vote for you? Because, like, at this point, hell no.
Maybe he's a recruit. He doesn't know the show.
I can see that maybe.
Because, like, that's the show.
Right.
Like, because we see in the morning, we see Davide and Remy bring the teas or coffees out to Paige and India. And it's like, it's very British to bring tea in the morning, and B, it's very Love Island for the guys to bring girls a beverage in the morning. It's right. Just,
and she's been saying she's been making him breakfast.
He makes me sick. I can't stand him right now. So we hear that Jay really likes Amber, which I was also surprised. Do you think that is the producers being like, hey, can you pretend like you're interested in everybody? I mean, I think Amber is beautiful, so I'm not saying that she shouldn't be someone that he's interested in, but we had a lot of complaints about them choosing people that didn't seem to have openness to all ethnicities. And so I thought it was very interesting that right off the bat, he's like, oh, Amber is just, she's the one that I got my eye on. It's like,
he said, okay, so this was a statement. The only reason why I could see what you're saying, but I'm not sure that is what it is. Mm-hmm. He said that when he walked into the villa,
she was right there.
The first person he locked eyes on. I don't know if you watched what was that show? Joe Millionaire. Mm-hmm. Same thing happened
with Carolyn.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Carolyn. Like Carolyn was like, I'm getting me a millionaire.
I really liked Carolyn. He was a bit of a F boy. Anyway, but yeah, so it's possible, like, and then the fact that she kind of was like to Remy, nah, I'm good on you. Just like, I could maybe, again, based on what I was hearing with them and the strategy, I can see him. I would be more skeptical if he was setting his sights on India. I don't think she would be his type.
I do not think that India would be Jay's type at all. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I could see a world where Amber is his type. Absolutely. Yeah. I just thought it was very interesting that, there's so many complaints about Gemma Island. Gemma Island got canceled.
Thank
so many
God.
complaints about not seeing any Black people episode all about the Black people. So I'm wondering if they coach them a little bit to be like, can you please be interested in everybody that's there? And when you talk about each person, at least one Black person is somebody that you're interested in, please.
I could definitely see that. But then who else would he have gone on the date with if it wasn't Amber?
Paige.
I could see that, but not
Like if
really.
he went on a date with Tasha,
Mm-hmm.
like why wouldn't you go on a date with Paige?
Because when they had that conversation, I didn't really see anything between the two of them, him and Paige.
I mean, I'm not saying no to what you're thinking either. I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like it's just very
Yeah. No, no,
convenient.
no.
This is the first
I'm not saying
time
no to what you're saying either. I'm just saying that I can
the
see a
first
world where it could
time
be
this
one or the other.
season
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
white bombshell has come in and had interest in a black person.
Right, right,
I'm just noticing it.
right, 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 right.
This is something I just noticed. I don't
Yes.
know what it means. Just an observation.
Right.
Danita, I agree. Davide thinks way too highly of Davide. He seems like he isn't used to having to put in any effort with ladies he's interested in. He must be the worst in bed. He must be, and we know he's a bad kisser already by the looks of it. So he is not my type of man at all.
Mm-mm.
He has
But
no
I've been
sex
told you
appeal.
he wasn't. Mm-mm. I mean,
No,
mm-mm,
I never was
mm-mm.
interested, but
Yeah, no, no.
but like
I'm not
he
a
does have
fan.
like a nice body, so like you'd hope that maybe he'd be a little more interesting, but
But you can
man,
hope. But, but
I'm realizing is that why I don't care about body that much, because like it seems that people that care about their body aren't funny.
But that's
Like
what I'm trying to tell you. I've never been into overly muscular men because, in my opinion, they're gym rats, and there's nothing beyond that for them. Like that's it. There's no personality. They're not funny. Like they're like, and I'm not talking. Oh, if you're a personal trainer, I'm talking about a gym rat where your first thing is like workout, 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 workout. That's it. You're overly muscular. I have never found one of those people to be
like, oh my god, I love his body. I mean,
yeah,
like there's nice bodies though, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I usually will be more interested in eyes and make me fucking laugh. I'm
Right.
sorry for swearing.
No, that's me. That's me too.
Yes, I am a sucker for if you make me laugh, I can fall in love with you very quickly.
Same. Unfortunately.
Hi, Dan. Is it just me, or is anyone happy when Gemma wasn't picked from the new boys? I was ecstatic.
I was so happy.
Ecstatic.
The right people got picked, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And but before like they made the choices for this, Ikenna still feels calm, but he does say in his confessional that he wants to step his game up. So I'm like, okay, good. Please step your game up. If you like someone, let them know. This is what you're here for. You're not here to just lounge around. You're here to make connections. You're here to for the public to be enjoying your journey, your love journey, and you're here to win $50,000. You're not here to lounge around and stay relaxed and calm.
Right. This is not a
So
vacation.
get to work. You're on a TV show. Please.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So they get a text. I think Jay got his text first, and he gets to have 3 dates. He gets to pick 3 of the women to one is going to be the starter, one's the main, and one's the dessert. So I was interested by the fact that he chose Amber for his starter.
Mm-hmm.
And Kinsu for his main. Interesting. And his dessert was with Tasha.
Mm-hmm.
And then Remy gets the same text, and he is going to have India as his starter.
Mm-hmm.
His main was Paige, and
yeah,
I forgot that. Wait, I don't even remember their date. What did they talk about?
You don't remember Remy and Paige's date?
Yeah, well, I wrote it down, but like now I just like totally forgot. Oh yeah, they were laughing.
They had a great date.
Yeah, no. I was thinking, because I remember thinking the whole time, I was like, I can't believe Jay didn't pick Paige. And so I was just thinking that Paige didn't get picked at all, but I'm just remembering now.
That's why I was saying, I'm like, I think he did not pick her because remember, he brought her some coffee in the morning. Yeah. They had a conversation. I didn't see sparks.
Right.
And I think that was why he did not pick her.
Gotcha. Okay, Jessica, do y'all think the order they picked the girls mean anything?
I think so.
Okay, what do you think?
So I feel like Akinsu and Jay, I think he came in there for her, so he picked her for his main. I think Amber surprised him, so he was like, I'm
Let's have
I'm
another little
I'm gonna
taste.
throw her in, have a little appetizer with her, and I think he was just like, I think that I could see where I want to see where this Tasha person is at. Let me let
She
me
definitely
pick her for
dresses the
dessert.
sexiest in the house.
Yeah, and he had said he said he thinks there was some wiggle room there after talking to her, and he seemed to be right. With Remy, um, I feel like the conversation he had with Jay saying don't go all in with India is why he chose India for his appetizer instead of his main. Um,
Right, right, because he doesn't want to get shot down. Because if she gets shot down, then it looks bad with all the other women. Right. So they're strategically, like, as a starter, to be like, let's see how this goes, kind of tippy toe. Can I get in here? If I
yes,
can't, then I can maybe use, okay, can I get in here with Paige?
yes,
Okay. And
yes.
then
And then the Kinsu,
Kinsu
yeah, yep,
is a Kinsu.
yep,
I feel it. I feel
yeah.
you. So Dan says, I feel like Remy and Paige or Remy and India might win this season.
Mm, Does he have a big clout? I don't know him, so
Me neither.
like
We're
based
gonna
on
watch
what
him
you
though, because I do think that both these men are gonna stay. And I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so hold on, let me think. Let's think this through. I think that you might
yeah.
be right here. So if Remy chooses anybody, if Remy chooses, say, Tasha,
Mm-hmm.
then Andrew will just go home. Who cares? Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah.
If he chooses Paige, who's Paige with? Oh,
Paige is
Jax.
with Josh.
Jax will choose Gemma.
Luca's going home.
Luca going home. Whoa. Step it up, Luca. Uh, or maybe he maybe try to get with Tasha after that if he
Mm-hmm.
gets screwed.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the order of the picking.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on who the producers
I
like, I
think it's
guess.
girl's choice though, right? So it would be girl's choice this time.
True. Ooh.
Yeah.
And then if he chooses India, then Ikenna would be going home,
Mm-hmm.
or if she chooses him.
Unless
I don't think she would, but
unless they throw a bombshell in there to save Kenna because she's
I
an
don't think
OG,
so.
but I don't know.
I don't think so. There's a lot of people in there right now. I think the
Mm-hmm.
UK public is not letting India win. Sam, you're right. You're right. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
unless she's with a
If
white
she's with a
person,
white guy, she might.
yeah, but not with Ikenna. Sorry, not
Not with
happening.
Kenna, and I don't think
Not
with
with Remy.
Remy.
Remy could win with
Unless
Paige.
he has some clout that I don't know about. Like,
Right. No, but Remy could win with Paige, though.
oh yeah.
That could be the move.
I liked their date. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah. Tell me about the date. Like, all I wrote down is that they were laughing. And Paige, after, she's like shocked by her like enjoying it. She said to put a spanner in the works
I think
here.
that's what it was. I think they had like instant sparks that they like didn't think was gonna come, which made it like even hotter. Like you could see them sparking off each other. Like just and the conversation was cute. It's the same way I kind of I don't know, maybe because they were both in tandem, maybe that's why I'm looking at it that because I also felt the same way about Akinsu and Jay's conversation. Like very sparky, very cute. Not like the Davide conversation she had where you could tell they have chemistry, but there wasn't like any relation, like a relationship chemistry where
Mm-hmm.
you could see them being very comfortable with each other and like going along with each other for the long haul. I never saw that with her and Davide, but I definitely saw it with her and Jay.
Well, Jay has a better personality. And Remy has a decent personality too.
Right.
Like he's bubbly.
Right.
It's like I know that we're saying that maybe he doesn't have the best social media presence, but like he's still engaging. He still puts out
Right.
content, and that's still it makes people around him probably have a good time.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think that him and Paige, that could be a cute little couple. And just them being on their date together is more, they felt like they were vibing more than her and Jax being like, "Oh, I really like getting to know you. I like getting to know you too." Like,
Yeah,
"Oh, like
that's what I'm saying. It was like an instant comfortability that you could see between the two of them.
yeah, I totally agree. India and Remy, they're feeding each other, which I thought was interesting because it was a
Mhm.
little bit awkward, but
Yeah,
they're
I
having a
don't
big.
know.
Mhm.
Their date wasn't it for me
Mm-mm.
at all.
But she did seem happy.
Yes,
She enjoyed herself.
yes, and India was, and I can't. They're telling her, I can't. He's feeding. She's feeding. She's feeding. I'm dying laughing at the voice calling. I can't. Like, man, you better come here. She's feeding him. Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was funny. It also is funny. We mentioned it already, but she calls him Reggie, but like he doesn't take offense to it. Like it
Yeah,
was just kind of
I
like,
did appreciate that because he could have. He really, really could have. And I did appreciate him not taking offense to it. But I'm just like, girl, why couldn't you remember his name?
"Ah, maybe he looks like a person named Reggie that she knows. Reggie's a more common name than Remy. He doesn't look like a Remy to me, to be fair, right? I was thinking
Yeah,
that he
you
looks
said
more like a
that.
Jay.
You did say that.
So maybe that's a similar vibe that she has. Like it just doesn't look like a Remy.
Yeah.
Um, Paige's date with Remy is the first time I've really seen Paige giddy. Yeah,
And I told you, love Paige's personality. When she was with the girls, she had like the brightest personality, and then we kind of saw it dim when she's like dealing with the guys. Today, I saw that spark back. She was like, she's like, ooh, yes, you know what I mean. And that's the thing. I didn't see that with Jay, which is why I really do think her and Remy have something that could be a
good.
possibility. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. So one thing though that Amber and India both say, which makes me believe that they're not into their partners,
Hmm.
is it's still early days. It's still early days. It's still early days. Like, what day is it not an early day? Like, one month is going to be still early days in comparison to 10 years, you know? So,
I
like,
don't know. So I was confused with Amber's statements to Jay. Was it Jay that she was like she was really comfortable in the couple that she's in?
yeah,
He's happy. They just went on a date. Blah 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 blah. And then she threw in that like it's early days, but it's like, are you just saying that because I can't tell? Like, I really cannot tell if she could very well mean it, and that's just how she is in a relationship, or she's just saying it. But my whole thing is, you have two men here. You already ditched one because you said he's too young, which I'm not mad at her at. You know what I mean? That's
I
how
wouldn't
some
be
people. Yeah,
interested
yeah,
in
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So my whole thing is, this guy is older, handsome, tall. Are you skeptical that he's really into you, potentially into you, or are you really into Dammy? Because I cannot tell.
All I wrote down for her was that she doesn't seem interested in Jay. So
That's
I
what
like
it felt like. It felt like she wasn't interested in him, and I'm not understanding why. Because then it also kind of feels like you're not
she's not
interested in
interested in
Dammy.
Dammy.
Like, I don't know.
Maybe she's just trying to stay on the show longer, but she's not interested in either of them.
I don't
I
know.
don't know, but she needs to turn on her personality because like
Yeah,
the
she's
producers are
gonna
gonna
get
dump her
herself
soon.
kicked off. She's gonna get
Yeah,
herself kicked off.
because like she's kind of boring right now at this point, you know.
Yeah.
He likes that her emotional intelligence. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, it's okay. How can you tell that? But okay. So yeah, we see Jay and Ikinsu eating prawn linguine. They do the Lady and the Tramp moment. They didn't kiss. She stopped that, surprisingly.
She stopped it or he stopped it because it
She's
seemed like she really wanted to. He's like, no, I don't want our first kiss to be out in public.
fair. I thought that she kind of maybe she yeah, you're could be right. I thought she stopped it, but it could have been him.
Yeah.
Definitely agree with you here, Jessica. The guys on the terrace giving commentary
Oh,
was
they were
hilarious.
hilarious.
So
They were so
funny. And that's the other stuff that I love about Love Island is like how the guys and the girls come together for these silly little moments.
yeah.
I do enjoy that a lot. And I don't find that the US is able to capture that in the same way. They don't have that same kind of ladness and the same kind of banter and the same kind of teasing. It's just not the same. So
But is
hopefully
that because of the chemistry? Because I don't. I'm going to slightly disagree with that. I feel like season two there was moments of that in the villa across the guys and the girls um, at some points. Maybe not season three because I feel like season three they made everything so competitive and so emotional and like it just like everybody was either getting their heart broken or they were giving one person too many men or women to handle and they didn't know how to handle like I think it might just be the people that they're putting into the villa at this
that's my
time that
point though,
they're
is that the
not.
people that they're casting on the US version, I don't find has the easy camaraderie of the people that they put in the UK, generally speaking. And I think it's a cultural thing that they're able to kind of get along more likely with more people, I would say, in that kind of lads way. Like it's just the vibe that they have, you know what I mean? Even like the guys talking to each other about dating and like, oh, did you kiss her? Like that seems more natural to me in the UK, and it seems a little bit forced when I'm watching in the US.
I definitely think season three was a staging issue. Season two, I feel like they staged it. They staged who came in, how many came in, way better. And so I feel like we did get moments of friendship vibes and camaraderie that we didn't see last season at all, which it still disappoints me.
You know it. You know it. So yeah, Paige, remember you're laughing. Spanner in the works. I liked that as well. Jessica says, I agree that season two cast of Love Island were funny, even though I didn't like some of the guys like Johnny and Trey. They were funny. Their cast had good banter with each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely better than three and
Yeah.
one. One was terrible. Like one's like actually
That you
terrible.
see, they weren't in my even. They didn't even come out my mouth.
uh, Danita says, do you all think that Amber could be holding back a bit with Dammy because she feels like she wouldn't have been his choice for the initial coupling, even though he said he would have picked her? It's hard to say, and that's why I'm annoyed by this new twist.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, Danina. I don't know. I just there's something that we're not understanding, and I don't know what it is. It could be that. It could be she don't like him. It could be she could be scared and she doesn't want to fall too hard too fast. I
She
don't.
could not want to be super affectionate on TV.
I don't know.
It's hard to say
Yeah.
because they didn't allow it to start organically.
Yeah.
To be honest, this season's way better than the last. Yes.
Absolutely agree. It took at least 2 or 3 weeks before we got to this point where like, okay, what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
And to
I'm
be
I'm
fair,
interested.
right, I'm actually more interested, especially now that we're off Gemma Island.
Yes, we're gonna go back on it. I'm sure.
I know.
But for now, we are on a little tugboat, sailboat away from Gemma Island. You're just
Yeah.
like, okay, let's go somewhere else into the
Yes.
distance. So Ikinsu and Rebi's date. So she got picked by both the men, which I think was the move, just because she does get kind of her ego fed by the attention, and so they recognize that she's not getting attention from Davide. So it's actually good for
Right.
both of them. Like, so if Jay's the one that actually wants her in the end, it's good for both of them. I think to pick her just to make her feel like appreciated. So
Correct. I
that
agree.
was the move for sure. They feed each other strawberries. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it was cute. I didn't see any vibes there personally, but it was cute.
Remy does say though that he's very affectionate,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh." So Tasha and Jay's date. What did I write? See, that was really what I thought was interesting about their date is that she basically said like, "Yeah, we went to the hideaway, but I'm not that into him." That's what it sounded like to me.
I was
Like,
like, this is the weirdest conversation because she was just naked with a guy yesterday. Not to hate on her. what did I say a couple episodes ago? There was something missing.
Yeah.
Like, and we see that there's something missing, obviously.
Well, we knew that it was just the play to stay in the villa,
Yeah.
like, and again, if it went like organically, who liked each other, she might have ended up with Luca in the beginning, and they could have
Right.
been like a super strong power couple instead of him being involved in Gemma Island mess.
Right.
So
Yep.
So we see Davide being like, "Oh my days, oh my days!" Like you care, Davide. Like you care about being kicked off the show, maybe, but you do not care about her getting fed a strawberry or doing the Lady and the Tramp with some dude. Like these are not moments that, in my opinion, are that special that he needs to be worried. But
The
he has
man wouldn't even cut her a strawberry, let alone feed her one.
It's too much effort for him.
Exactly.
Way too much. So after the dates, obviously the girls go and have chats, and Jay actually he starts thinking about Tasha a little bit, though. He was surprised that she actually made him interested in her, which I was like, So I'm wondering what's going to actually happen. But Jay was surprised by their date, and unless I didn't write down everything, I think that was the end of the episode.
Yeah, that was the end of the episode.
I thought it was a good episode.
I thought it was a solid episode. Thought it was a solid episode, solid dates. Boys got to step it up. We'll see. Hopefully, next episode, some stepping it up. We know which men I think are on shaky ground.
Davide's going home.
I
don't want Luca to go home. I'd rather Jax go home. And maybe that's going to be the drama. Maybe Gemma's going to choose Luca. To have it all be about her. And like he waited there for her and he fought for her so that they could be the winning couple. That could happen too.
And we'll see who Remy picks. We'll see.
So who do you think at this point that Remy's going to pick?
I think if he has a chance with Paige, he would pick her. Strategically, it makes sense. Because
go with the favorite.
Right. Even if they fall out a bit, like, he could go to India afterwards.
If that's the route that he wants to go, at least he's still in the villa getting to know everybody. So Dan says, honestly, I don't find Davide entertaining. Absolutely. Muscles aren't entertaining to me at all. And also all of his chats with the girls are so boring. Boring. Like accents sometimes make things more interesting, but not with him. If he kind of steps it up, I think India will stick to him. Yes, I agree. He's very likely more trustworthy than Remy. I agree. I think there's a loyalty there.
Yeah, I agree.
And Dan says, I heard rumors that Casa Amor might not be in this season.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, wasn't the rumors that you'd heard was that it's going to be on the same compound?
Yeah. So I heard rumors that the reason why this villa is bigger was so that Casa Amor kind of happens like an ultimatum style, where they're all in the house and they all like are dating in front of each other.
So that might mean that there's no actual Casa Amor, but then I don't know if that's going to work as well.
So kind of like what season 1 of USA did when they brought those people on the boat. So they brought.
I hated that though.
Yeah. I mean, I like the people that came off the boat, but
yeah. Like standing at like a cocktail party at like a high top. Like I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible. But I did like the people that came off the boat, so I was happy with that.
I'm excited to see who they're going to bring in for Casa Amor, because they're usually, I find, like interesting. I want to get to know them, and then most of them don't get a shot. Like one person will get a shot. So
yeah,
I'm excited. Well, I'm definitely enjoying this season a lot more than last season, which we said. Yeah. Is there anything else about this episode that you would like to chat about?
I can't think of anything. But like I said, I again, they're batting it out the park right now for me. So
you're on the same page as Murad here. Murad thinks it's a good season as well. Jessica says, I think the original way would be better because the Islanders have the element of surprise if their person comes back single. Yeah. and who is it going to be with, and it's going to be someone that looks exactly like them. Maybe they'll be on the same compound, but like only in like binoculars view, so like they won't necessarily be able to see what's going
like
on.
Australia.
Is that what they
Wasn't
did?
that something?
I can't remember how they did.
I think they could see them or something. Like they actually put them in the same Casa Amor villa. So the girls went in first and then left, and then the guys came in. Yeah.
I kind of remember how that went down.
But I think it's because the house they were in Australia was small.
We'll see how they do it. I guess, when does Casa Amor usually start? Week 3?
Week 3? I thought it was week 20.
Day 20?
Day 20, sorry.
So that would be week 3.
Yeah.
Or into week 4. Okay. Well, thank you everybody here in the chat for hanging out with us and talking about this show. Thank you, Tamika, for being here today. We will be back tomorrow at around 6:15 Eastern time to talk about episode 11. We're getting into it. Like, we just started, and it's like we're on for this ride, which I'm very excited about. When you just let the people know where to find you?
As always, follow me, Entertainment in Color, on all social media platforms and my YouTube channel.
Yes, it should be in the description box below, so please follow Tamika there. Subscribe to Reality Realness with 3 S's, like this video, and leave us a comment on what have you heard about Love Island Casa Amor in the UK. Like, have you heard the same rumors? What do you think is going on? And also, if I remember, I'm going to put up a poll. Do you like the fact that Ian Sterling is going to be also the narrator for the USA version on Peacock? I guess it's airing in July sometime. Mm-hmm. So let us know what your thoughts there in the comments. If I don't leave a poll, and if I do leave a poll, please answer. And who's saying something before you say bye? Remy gives me really copy goodbyes because he's always dancing outside the public, even though he can't dance. I honestly, though, I can't necessarily judge that for the fact that I didn't grow up with TikTok and Instagram, and these are new types of way of communicating. I have younger sisters that are around his age, and the way that they engage in social media is completely different than the way that I engage with them. And it's like one sister, she's like, "Oh my God, I just posted something and it didn't go viral right away. Erase it immediately. Like, it's, you know what I mean? So like, there's just a lot of different rules and different ways to interact with the world. So he's 22. He's born in like the 2000s. Like, I'm going to give him a break.
Well, I did listen to Dave and Chris reality podcast or whatever. And apparently one of their sons knows him because apparently he lives around their area. Mm-hmm. And he did ask, what is his personality? And the son said he's a bit of a cock. So I assume that.
A bit of a what?
Cock.
Cock?
Yeah.
Like cocksucker? What do you mean?
No, that's just what he said. So okay. I think it's fine for cocky.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I can see it,
23, like you said, 23-year-olds act like that though, right? Yeah. They need to pretend like they're grown when they have experienced nothing. So I'm gonna give him some leeway because he literally could be my child. Mm-hmm. Like, my goddaughter is older than him by like a lot. So yeah, it's fine. So I mean, for now, I definitely, things could change, but right now he seems okay. Oh, Luna loves Matthew. Well, Matthew is gone for now. Maybe he's going to show up somewhere else, but not on Love Island USA. And okay, bye, queens. That's my cue. Bye, everybody. See you.